life is a big adventure. You want to tick off as many things as you can. You meet people, you have experiences because of it. You turn life into this big adventure and a big playground, and hybrid training is a great way of doing that. You learn about yourself, you find out more, you find out exactly what you're capable of, and you also find out where your limits are. If you can keep on getting better, leave no stone unturned, and live this big adventure, you can have a great time, and then you look back and you have some incredible memories with some amazing people throughout the world. Yeah, so up at a spot here where it used to come as kids. So when I was 17, my first car was a Land Rover Defender. On a sunny day, when we did get a sunny day in Scotland, we would finish work at 5 p.m. We'd drive up into the forest here in the Land Rover with the dirt kicking up behind, like a whole bunch of hillbillies, and then we'd go jumping off the rocks up here into the water. So it's cool. So now, sometimes when it allows, when the weather's like this in Scotland, we'll drive a car up here, start the trail run here, finish, and then jump in for a nice cool down in nature's cold plunge. Straight from the heather. So I'm Murray Clark, I'm 30 years old, I live in the southwest of Scotland, and I train as a hybrid athlete, and I'm managing director and owner of a family business that's been going for 102 years. We're a manufacturing company. We make some heavy machinery. Recycling, forestry are our two big markets. So we manufacture in the UK, and then we export all across the world. So life's busy, there's lots happening, but that's the fun of it. So now we're going to go to the gym. We're at my mate's local gym here, AR Fitbox. Two lads that own it are Elite 15 High Roxers. They've actually just come second in the world for pro doubles at the weekend in Stockholm. So it's got a good setup here. I've got a deadlift bar, I've got a squat bar, so I do all my lower body sessions here. So today we're hitting up a deadlift session. Normally there'd be a lot more leg work after it, but we're actually going to turn it into more of a pull day afterwards because I've got the mountain marathon at the weekend. We're trying to keep the deadlift strength, but not put too much fatigue into the legs.
See, I was like 18, with nothing to my name but overdraft fees. Jealous of the rich, trying to get cheese, cause I always knew this life wasn't no breeze. And my purpose, like him and Reed, was one thing, but where I'm from, they call it a far-fetched dream. Cause Baba don't believe in a sure thing, but now we do, cause my wrist like the West Wing. I had to go my own garden, planting the seeds, but I was faint-hearted. The courage it took to get this started, man, a new flower had to get sprouting. All my friends was having college fun, me, I didn't have the college funds.
For me, training's like a beautiful blend of two things. It's like, one, I love the performance side of training, so I love getting stronger, and I'm getting faster, but I also just love the adventure of it. So like it's blending performance and adventure together. So how can I do lots of like different things in cool places? So whether that's a mountain marathon in St Anton, or I did an ultra marathon last year in Cappadocia in Turkey, that was just stunning. Or whether it's just simply not a performance thing, but it's just purely adventure, and you're going and you're doing a 6-hour bike ride in the mountains in Andalusia or wherever it happens to be. So it's, if you can blend different things together of performance and adventure, and hybrid training allows you to do that. So you can push yourself in different ways, you can find your limits in different ways, because the way that it hurts to do a max deadlift is a completely different hurt to what it is doing a mile. It's a completely different hurt to what it is when you're bonking 7 hours into an ultra marathon. Then you can see where it all begins. So. Hey dude, so that's actually one of the hardest mantling grapples. So that'll it's in the final processes, and then when that's finished, it goes in the front of the excavator. And when someone's got a scrap car, it rips the engine out, it rips the wiring loom out, it takes all the different parts off the cars. The business is 102 years old. It was started by my great-grandfather, and we've been in kind of forestry engineering and then in recycling the latterly throughout the whole time. So we manufacture a lot of products here out of steel, and then we export them across the world. So we've got dealers and customers in about 26 countries across the world, stretching from Alaska all the way down to New Zealand. So it's a milling machine, so we've got a few of those big CNC milling machines. It takes a lot of either sheet steel or partly made assemblies, and it drills holes in them, it mills flat surfaces on them. This is like our assembly hall, so products, once they're finished, once they've been painted, they head into here, they get assembled up, and then they're dispatched across to wherever the customer is that's heading across the world. So some of them head out in trucks. Clamp legs here go in the front of the excavator, and when a car's in a scrapyard, it pins the car down, and then the grapple, which this one special colour is blue, we've got yellow ones here which is our standard colour, goes on the end of the excavator. And then, so once the car's held down, the grapple can then pull the engine out, it can pull the wiring loom out, it can separate all the different components out so that you're getting a higher recycled rate of every car that goes through a scrapyard. So again, these ones are bound for Canada and America. They'll be heading out here in the next week or so. So for me, hybrid training gives you loads of different ways to train, and I've come from similar to Fergus, I've come from a powerlifting background. So I was playing rugby, doing powerlifting, lockdown came in, and then off the back of that started doing more things, started doing running a lot more, did a lot of cross-country running at school. I just love training, I love getting better at different things. And by doing more things, whether it's running, cycling, lifting, there's more ways you can progress, there's more adventures you can have. One of the big things I love about training is balancing performance and adventure together. So now we're heading up into A Forest, which is kind of my usual stomping ground for doing my trail runs. So we're going to hit about kind of 10 to 12k run with about 300 meters of climbing in it. Mix of fire roads and a few more technical bits on some mountain bike trails, which is quite good practice for what's coming up in the Alps, where there'll be some walkers paths that kind of change of gait, change of elevation, keeps it interesting. So up in the forest now in the trails, got some beautiful weather for it. So as I say, about 12k, just under 300 meters of climbing, starting off with a nice steady climbing, some mountain bike stuff, and then we'll have a kind of nice downhill for the second half. So looking forward to it. We've just done 12k, 300 meters of climbing at a 4:50 per kilometer pace. Feeling really good. It's pretty hot for Scotland. I think we're sitting about 25, 26 degrees today, but it's good conditioning. Feeling really good, feeling really, really strong. Try and get as much elevation in as possible around about here. It's pretty good. Just trying to condition yourself for being out in the mountains is getting that blood flowing into your legs, trying to get some different hills in. So most runs that I do try and get decent bit of elevation in. So that was, let's say, 300 meters and 12k. It's hard to simulate alpine altitudes and elevation because it's a lot steeper out there, but it's just getting that blood into your legs whilst you're running. That's completely different from flat road running. So yeah, just trying to get as much hills as possible. Life is a big adventure. You want to tick off as many things as you can. You meet people, you have experiences because of it. You turn life into this big adventure and a big playground, and hybrid training is a great way of doing that. You learn about yourself, you find out more, you find out exactly what you're capable of, and you also find out where your limits are. If you can keep on getting better, leave no stone unturned, and live this big adventure, you can have a great time, and then you look back and you have some incredible memories with some amazing people throughout the world. Yeah, so just popped into the water. No better way of finishing a trail run than dipping in, getting some cold water therapy in nature. So yeah, top way to finish off the day. We've had deadlift in upper session, 12k trail run with good elevation in it, and now we've cooled down in the river. So on a perfect Scotland day.
Take, lay your shadow